30-year-old engineering.
They did have some great ideas with it. Here we are, we're back.
Hey guys, it's Brett from Hearns Hobbies, and I'm joined by Lewis Sola.
People of the internet.
And we are building a very own Top Force Evo Lewis Sola Edition.
Yeah, it's been a while. We promised it, and here it is.
Here it is, long last. Why are we building an Evo, Lewis?
Why?
Yep.
Because everybody wants one.
Everybody wants one. Everybody wants to be like you.
Wants
Bring it on screen, show it. Come on.
Alright, here
Look
it
at
is.
it. And the best thing about this car, as you just pointed out to me, is actually the old chassis. That is your 30-year-old chassis.
Yep.
And top deck in this car.
Deck, yep. Aaron DeFina managed to scour through the archives and found the person who actually had in possession the original top deck and chassis for this car. And I've done a new body now, which is literally identical to the right colour now, and with the right stickers, the same as what it was 30 odd years ago.
Let's get stuck into a new one.
I think so, yeah.
One that the punters at home can build for their very own, well, they can get for their very own selves.
Yep.
Let's whip the top off.
So no longer an Evolution, now it's an Evo.
Evo. Why do you think they did that?
Different model kit, I suppose. Just to give a little bit of relevance to the original, maybe.
Let's go. Now this is a complete unboxing as well. So bear with us guys, because this is a brand new kit. Straight from the shop floor. Here you go, mate. Here's your favourite instructions.
Yeah.
Where are we going to start with? I've got the special box here.
That's the one that's got all the screws and...
Oh, how good is it? Got that new box smell, right?
Yeah.
Don't go all quiet on me, mate.
Now, I need to come up to speed with everything here. So it looks like we start off by building the diffs. The diffs, and then, yeah, look at that.
Whoa! Is that a 5-reading 540 I see there?
So here's a little, here's something straight away. This is, so the new kit.
Yep. Give it over.
Carbon Technology Top Force Evo.
Yeah. What are you going to show me?
I'm going to show you the OG.
What are you saying? It's different.
Yeah. So if you can see on the top deck.
Yeah.
Top Force Evo.
Top Force Evo.
On the original.
Top Force Evolution. Hey?
Yes.
Makes all the difference.
That's right.
The original one probably didn't have that on it either, did it?
No. Made in Taiwan, no. This is all made in Japan.
It would have been made in Japan back in the day, you'd reckon, hey?
Having said that, a lot of the Taiwanese stuff is really good quality.
It's all countersunk at the bottom?
Yep.
The original one was like that too?
No, yep. But we used to bevel the edges for the NiCads, which are no longer used.
And
Once
you know what?
time we had 6, but yeah.
Yeah, wasn't it 6 saddle packs?
Yeah.
Hey, beveled in there so it would sit lower, hide weather, wouldn't scratch up all your heat shrink. Hey, what are we doing on this kit? I just seen the front shock tower. Hey, what's going to be on here?
We're going to the mighty moustache.
The
We're going to have
moustache.
a rocket shock tower as part of the kit.
It's going to be bigger than the man.
Wow.
Hey?
Possible.
Ah, that's big moustache. What bags do we need? Let's go. Let's get into the instructions, mate. What are we looking at? Bag number A. I love it when I say bag number A because it's a letter, isn't it?
Well,
it's not a number at all.
It's a letter for us, probably a number for them.
You know I'm not allowed near sharp things.
Yeah, you got to away from you.
Away from you?
Yeah.
What have we got? Oh,
We've got everything.
have we?
Yeah.
Got tamiya grease.
We've got the ball diff grease.
Yep.
We've got the
Ceramic grease.
ceramic grease, which is good for the gears, yeah. Okay, we've got some diff balls, and we've got these. They're absolutely, possibly the smallest thrush race bearing balls that I've ever seen.
I don't know, the yoke ones are
Put a
pretty
size
small
on
too.
those balls, Brady boy.
Oh, look at the size of them. What do you reckon that is?
Very small.
Hey?
Very small.
How many of these do you think I can lose in one go?
Well, you're probably going to want one of those little trays, I reckon.
One of these trays? You don't trust me, is that what you're saying?
No. And I'll guarantee you there'll be no spares. Yeah.
You know me well. Alright, the balls are loose, mate. We're free balling. Hey? Come on, what do we got here? Big balls.
Bigger balls, yeah.
Hey?
They need to be restrained.
Call these ones the mumbos.
Yeah.
They're chunky balls. Are they tungsten, do you reckon?
Possible.
I don't know.
Possible. Yeah.
Come on, what do we got? Okay. Oh, diff plates. Cute little diff plates.
Yeah.
And a proper old school thrust washers, hey?
Yeah. The way it should
That
be.
old Kona Fury.
Yeah.
None of this spring and preload and everything. What are we doing here? Let's show the finer points of building a diff.
Let's have a look. What we got?
What have we got? Let's zoom right in. Let's go to Zoomtown. Here you go. What are we looking at?
So what? Well, there's two different ways you can put the out drives, right? So you can either, there's two types of out drives. One's got a pin in it, one doesn't.
Yep.
If you ask me, I don't reckon it makes any difference. But we're going to be true to the instructions. So
let me just have a look at this machined.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that. That is bespoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we spoke earlier off camera,
Yes.
if you get that, and this is a common problem, especially when we used to run modified back in the day, if you get that out drive and feel it into that cup, you can feel it rocking around, moving about. Now, I'm pretty sure that they're going to tell you to use something in there.
Do you want a bit of Loctite?
What is it? What are they saying here? What's this?
Pressure cap plate.
Yeah. What's that? Tube?
A bit of grease.
Yeah, well, you're not going to want to put grease in there.
No. What do you want?
So, I reckon
Loctite.
what you're going to need is a little bit of Loctite.
Yeah? Bit of blue.
Yeah.
Nothing too serious.
Yeah.
Oh, I've silenced the man. Hey?
Well, it's
Bit of Loctite. Look at him.
It's fairly deep.
He's gone.
So we'll just put that way and let that sit.
Let it sit. So we'll just put a little bit on the spline here.
Yeah. So the spline can't move inside the actual...
We don't need to put a ball bearing on there first.
Maybe. Yeah.
Do we need to put a bearing on there?
Well, let's put a bearing in it.
Yeah. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Bit of a bearing. I've lost my bearings.
I lost my knife.
Oh,
So,
look at that. You are not mucking around. Bet these are nice bearings.
yeah.
Huh? Calm down, buddy. Put it on the plastic mat. We're not,
You good?
we've got the sweet silicon mat here for just such an occasion. The mat for all
Right,
occasions.
there you go. Put that together.
I'll put that one there. Alright, mate. You just leave it with me. I'll take care of it. Here you go.
Yeah, see that's got a little step.
Step.
The step goes
Ooh.
towards the bearing.
Yeah. That is a handy little footnote. That is a tiny little step, isn't it?
Yep. So that's those two. And we've got this bad boy,
What are we looking at?
diff plates.
Yep.
We have the nut. We have the thrust race. And we have another thrust race here.
Now, what grease do you put on the thrust?
Okay, so there's two types of greases that we're going to use on
Yes.
this. We're going to use a high pressure grease for the thrust balls.
Yep. Where's
Yeah.
that? I've only got
Pass.
ceramic.
Yeah, you probably could use ceramic. Let's
If
have a
you
look in the bags.
Come into my little treasure trove here.
Yep.
I should have just such high pressure grease in here. No, I don't. Not used to building ball diffs, believe it or not. I do have ball diff grease though, but I don't have any high pressure grease. Got ceramic,
What are they saying?
and we got ball diff.
What are they
They're
saying?
saying ball diff for there,
Yep.
and they're saying ball diff for the thrust. Aren't they?
Okay, I'm looking for the thrust.
there's a
Is it
retainer.
plastic retainer.
MA17, 1/16 ball diff.
Okay, so we need this thrust race retainer. This bad boy there.
Something I like about the
Need-
word thrust race retainer.
Yeah, need that bad boy there.
Now you don't want to be picking up thrust races
No,
with tweezers.
no.
Do ya?
A magnetic something or other. That's probably best.
I actually like to get a bit of grease. I Oh, you're cutting the tags off now?
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Because once those little balls are in there, you're not going to want to be cutting anything. Okay, now this is the important bit into the way that this goes together. So we got this bad boy.
Excuse me while I'm just like performing a surgery.
I think you need glasses as well as I do.
Wouldn't be the first time.
No.
Hey? I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of grease here, here, here. Excuse me while I'm just blocking the camera. Like so. And then it is always a little bit trickier, and I'm not making excuses doing it on camera, trying to be in. Oh, don't tell me you're going to come in there too.
No.
Hey? Is that what's happening?
No, because I'll probably fish it back out.
Now we're going to have to do this times two, aren't we?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? They've given me a spare ball. What are the chances of having spare balls?
None.
There's two spare in there.
Right, let's have a look at this bit. So what grease is down there?
Ball diff.
Ball diff grease. Yeah, pass.
Pass. What?
I'm not a fan.
No?
But we'll do what they say.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got three thrusts. So 3 springs for the thrust. Then we've got a big diameter one, a small diameter one, and then 2. So
And
if you look at
have
these
to be
washers,
mindful
if
the
you look
way
at
that
these washers,
wide
yes,
they go.
okay. So they've got little bevels. And
Yep.
you can see that in the
We can see it in the instructions
instruction, you can see them. Hang on, try to get a focus. Good luck with that. Okay, so it's obviously a spring, so that's going to go that way.
here. Yep.
This one's going to go in the opposite direction,
And that one's
and then
going
the
to go.
third one's going to go in the opposite direction again. So literally what that does is I'll put it up again here again.
It creates like a spring, doesn't it?
Yeah, like a spring for tension.
Oh, I can feel the tension. Hey?
Yep. So then we've got one of the thrust balls, the thrust races.
Yep.
Goes like that. Then our little bloke here with the little thrust balls goes in top. This is very fidgety. This is
Did you put both pressure plates in?
yep. Now we're just going to put a little smear of ball diff grease here as just for good measure.
It's good that they're captured. Some of the modern buggies are.
No, they're not.
They're not even captured.
No. Now the next step would be to put the balls into the actual
Into the big gear.
into the big gear.
Big balls. Big gear.
So what I like to do is just put the grease into each of the holes first.
And we've got another 2 springs underneath that thrust as well.
So that's what actually stops it from coming loose. So you can take, you're good with balls.
Not bad.
Yeah. While you're putting the balls in,
Yep.
I'll put some grease onto these.
You've set me up.
I didn't.
You did. You put me the wrong side. Because it's bigger on one side than the other.
Yeah, see? So if you read the instructions, it doesn't tell you anything about it. No, it does. Right here.
Does it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just
You're overwhelmed.
balls deep. Can you say that?
Probably not politically correct.
Why not? Look at this. Are you a little bit impressed?
Yeah, I am.
Hey? Just a little bit?
Yeah.
He's going to be the lucky punter that gets his car, you reckon?
I don't know.
What's your favourite part of the Top Force?
The body. I reckon it looks so aggressive.
Yeah?
Yeah. A lot of people don't like him, and I've seen some people online that use it like a different type of body, but I just think the whole shape of it's really good. It's really low, and it's sort of aerodynamic. Alright, you got them all?
Yeah, got 2 spares of that too.
Magnificent. Now the next step is we're going to put a little smear of ball dip grease across here.
Smear campaign. Story of my life.
Yeah. Like so.
Yep.
Then we're going to put a plate on. Like this.
And it's not keyed.
No,
That plate.
no, it's just relying on the
Pressure.
grease to stop it from. And look, ultimately you probably want something to slip because these cars don't have a slipper.
Yep.
So if it's the ball, if it slips a little bit, so be it. Better than
Munching
gear driven, yeah.
Oh, I'm driven. Hey.
Okay, so that. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, now
What have you got?
we're going to put that on top of that, and then we go through the whole sequence of actually, oh, they're telling you to use the Allen key, of putting it all together. So what they're actually using is they are using this guy,
The male side up.
the male side up, yep. Then we're going to put this bad boy on.
Yep.
We're going to sit this guy over the top, like so.
It's like building a sandwich.
It is, yeah.
What
Now,
sandwich
again,
do you
we
make?
go to these bevel style tension washers,
Yep.
and we want to have them opposite to each other. So, if you look at the actual thing,
Yep.
So it's a concave inwards and convex on the top.
Is it?
Look,
I just like it. Just
it's like,
I like that. I was going to ask you what the
and
opposite
then-
of concave was.
yeah. Then we put this guy back in.
Not concan.
No, yeah.
Chili con carne?
Yeah. So this is going to be a tricky
Well, they have a tool that goes up from underneath the bottom.
one. No, they don't. So before I do anything up, I like to just check to make sure that it all turns without any binding.
What do you think?
I'm thinking I'm going right so far. And
Yeah?
Yeah.
Motoring through.
There you go. You check that. So that's just finger tight. We haven't actually put any tension on it.
Yeah, you don't want to go too hard, too fast,
Smooth.
do you?
Yeah. No, you want those plates all bed in.
I love the sound of a ball diff.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? And then this last bit
What does that do?
keeps itself into here.
Wow. Yeah?
So there's
And that's how they roll.
that's how they run. Yeah. So to check the tension, what they're actually doing is they're using the two spanners.
Yep.
Which here, that one, a little bit fidgety, but make sure you just hold them so they can't turn, and then you can turn the
Make sure you don't have a slipping diff.
yeah.
We want to run it in anyway when
Yeah.
we've finished, haven't we?
Yeah.
Is it hard to adjust once it's in the car?
Yeah. You physically,
Is it?
You physically got to take them out of the car.
Oh, so there's no running in
There's
the
no
diff.
external. No, there's no external. I mean, you could run it in. You can put that on a drill. So put that on a drill, hold that, and let that turn by
Yeah.
itself.
And what you're doing then is you're actually letting the balls cut into the plates a bit
Yeah.
and giving you more surface area.
Yeah.
Which is then going to change the tension
change the tension that you need.
across the diff.
Yeah.
So
Plus everything sort of beds in and settles in. So
yeah.
we're not going to do these overly tight just to start with.
Well, because then you get because the balls are so hard to actually put dents into the
plates, yeah.
You know what I mean? So ball diffs is quite an art, isn't it?
It's a forgotten art because we're not using them a lot anymore. It's more about
Well, my buggy's got them in, mate.
yeah.
My two-wheel drive.
Two-wheel drives there, yeah.
But that said, they don't last very long. I'll be honest.
That's a good starting point. So that's one diff down, one to go. So now I reckon that we can actually not even look at the instructions because I remember which way everything goes.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have to do it times 2?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
For the rear, yeah.
So where's my balls?
Base C.
Boom, 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 boom. Have you got it? Oh, big balls are the balls.
Yep.
I'm going to put my balls in this little retainer here, in my ball retainer. Can I call it that? In my little pit mat. How good is this pit mat? Have you used one of these before?
No, it's actually quite good.
Do you know the best thing about this rubber pit mat? Soldering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solder comes straight off.
Yeah. And if you've ever seen me solder, mate, there's solder everywhere. When you got your nice neoprene, aromat, pit mat and stuff, it sort of gets melted straight into it. This sucker, no. No, I'm not that bad. Talk the talk, do you walk the walk?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. How cool is this? So how many of these have you built in your time, Lewis?
Top force?
Yeah.
how many times have I built it and rebuilt the original one?
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's a long time ago. But it's all
Is
still
your
fairly
one
relevant.
is
Mine's-
your one using Tamiya diffs? Your current race car? Or
yeah,
is it sort of
yes,
got
but different ones.
iterations?
It uses a different version of the Tamiya diff on the rear and on the front. There's a guy in Asia that's developed a oil-filled diff for it, and I've got that in it at the moment. It's a gear diff on the front and ball diff on the rear.
So that's a more modern.
Yeah. So the same deal, bearing.
I'm over here putting balls in holes.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Gone very quiet, haven't I?
You got to concentrate, get it right. It's important to get this one right.
Do you have a certain preload for front and rear, or you just sort of build them so they don't slip?
No slip is good.
No slip is a good slipper.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to ball discs. Once they start slipping, then it's all over.
They sort of bark at you, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah. Once you hear that, it's usually too late.
It's over.
Yeah, and it's time for new plates, new balls.
And it's something that does usually get rebuilt every race day, doesn't it?
Ball
Like-
discs, yeah.
Like
they're
in
lot-
between race days, you wouldn't do it. You hopefully build it right so you have to do it at the track, because you don't want to be doing this stuff when you got dirt and stuff around.
Definitely a lot more maintenance with a ball diff than
But there's an art to it too, isn't it? I find it quite therapeutic.
to build ball diffs.
Yeah,
It's finicky, but
it's rewarding.
us old blokes, that's what we grew up on, ball diffs.
Speak for yourself, mate.
Yeah, maybe. Now it's all about oil-filled diffs and active diffs and
Yeah, that's a new trend, isn't it? Active diffs.
yeah.
That is a whole heap of headache. I'm not interested in at the moment. The older I get, it's funny. I sort of enjoy the craftsmanship of this, but I really like simple racing, if that makes sense. I like my race
Simplicity.
days. I like my race days to go fuss free, and I like to do all my maintenance at home between track days.
Also depends on the type of motor that you have. Like, if you don't overpower these things, the diff will last definitely a lot longer. As soon as you start putting the power up, then things go. Things don't like it, don't cope with it as well.
I've got a 5.5 in my 4-wheel at the moment.
Yeah.
Really enjoying that.
You put 5.5 in this thing and
It's not gonna have much
you
left.
won't enjoy it.
No, you
Well, you
won't.
might enjoy it for a
No.
very short period of time.
No, it's just not. It was never designed with that in its scope, was it?
Well, we didn't have 5.5 motors when these things were out 30 odd years ago.
Not even close. Hey, back in '91, what, a 16 double would have been
No,
a 4-wheel
no,
motor.
a bit more than that.
Bit more?
Yeah, back in 91, probably 13 turn.
In 4-wheel?
4-wheel drive, 13 turn, the series guys. And with this car, because it was way more efficient, I'd run an 11. So it was ballistic.
I do miss. Again, it comes down to the craftsman, doesn't it? I do miss tinkering with the brush motor.
That was an art form.
You know?
Yeah, there was an art form to that. You do, but you don't. There's a part of me that does, there's a part of me that doesn't.
Soldering in your motors and your batteries every run. There's no such thing as a battery connector. Well, most of us didn't, because we had to take the motors out anyway.
Yeah. Okay, Tamiya's letting you down again here.
What have we done?
You've done nothing, but we're missing a thrust race. Unless there's two there and I'm not seeing it. No, there isn't. Yep. Oh no, here it is.
Here we go.
It's all right. Lewis let himself down.
That's alright, wouldn't be the first time. You were saying actually how you'd forgotten your glasses for the build.
Yeah. Actually, they give you a spare. There you go.
Spare glasses?
Yeah, no, a spare.
We've got spare balls, do you believe it?
Yeah, I know. You can put that thrust race in there too.
We're going to have another race spares. Crash kit.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the assembled
thrust unit.
Yeah, and you can see why they use the side with a pin to this direction, because
Yep.
you need that to then
Like stack it, if you will.
stack it, yeah, to be able to push that in, to guide it into place.
Have you ever built anything on camera before? How are you finding it?
No, that's all right. Very tedious.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not as fast as you think, is it?
No.
What are we working towards?
Working towards a full build kit.
I'm looking at the next step.
Okay, so that'll be. So what they're doing now, they're putting the diff into the rear gearbox. Yeah.
I'm not sure, front or rear, could be either one of those.
That's a rear.
Is that the rear? Well, hopefully you'd know. I'm just getting all of my parts into a tray.
Okay, that's the 2 diffs done.
What's the diff? Sounds like a story of our next book.
Yeah.
2 diffs.
Okay, so let me have a look. It's not there. That's a front. That's a rear.
What are we looking at?
Rear gearbox housing. Can I have some side covers?
Of course. Got 9 Steps Finest here.
Oh, 9 steps.
Do you need something meatier?
No.
Okay. Jesus, don't come on about it. Hello. Do you want me to clean off any flash? Oh, geez, you've cut these before, haven't you? You've done pretty good.
I've done 1 or 2, yeah.
Hey, you're not bad for a.
Even without my glasses, I can.
Even without glasses.
Yeah.
Who do you think's gonna end up with this? I've got a sneaky suspicion I know already.
You reckon?
Yeah.
BJ.
Initials are AD. I think he'd be foaming for something like this. What have we got here? Oh, geez, that's a bit rough, mate. Come on. So I'm just cleaning up Lewis's rough arsery.
Okay. M3x10. And that's one thing that I like about Tamiya.
What do you like?
The
Self-tappers?
manuals? No. If you're looking for a screw, and
Yep.
I mean, Tamiya were the first to do this. Their drawings are actually to scale.
Yeah.
So if you're not sure if it's the right one, all you have to do is
You don't need the verniers.
no. You just put it on top of it. Look at that. It's the right
Straight
screw.
up.
Yeah.
And I like that this one's step by step. The
Yeah.
kits that I've built recently from Tamiya have just been like 4 bags of screws
Yeah.
and you just go for
Well,
it.
these would have been done by the original guys. Now,
I've never done a race kit before from
here's
Tamiya.
a little tip. We have a little satchel of ceramic grease, Brett.
We certainly do.
Maybe you can poke that. And you have a Tamiya.
Oh. Uh-oh.
It's pressurized?
Yeah.
Good, that's all right. So we need 4 M4x10s.
Are we going to
Or
use it?
M3
Are we going to
ones.
use it like assembly grease? Is that what you're going to do? Is that what you're going to do?
Yes, right. So what I like to do, anytime I go screw into plastic, is this. So we go to gearbox housing,
Yep.
drop the diff in. Now that can go 2 ways. So I actually know that it goes to the right, but if you tried to put it in the other way, you can get it in. But then you see how you only got half a tooth?
Yep.
It's only sort of halfway in. If you put it in the correct way,
So it's
so
like,
that the whole tooth is...
it's like a lot. It's like a drag reduction unit putting it in that way, huh?
Oh, yeah,
Hey?
you could.
Is that what you do for 540 racing
That's
back in
probably
the
what
day?
you do. Yeah, that's probably what you do when you want to put your 8.5 in and destroy the back of it.
Bit of drag reduction.
Then obviously this is the rear gearbox cover.
Yep.
So that bad boy goes in here like this. Keys in.
Look at that. Goes together like a bought
It
one.
does, yeah.
Have I got something special for you?
Yeah. A genuine Tamiya screwdriver.
Genuine Tamiya screwdriver.
Now, is it magnetic?
Reminds me a little bit of Snap-on-esque.
It is. Yeah. So, like a little smear. And straight in.
So you just don't smash it in dry.
No. A little bit of lubrication is always good. Especially when it comes to assembly screws on a Tamiya.
Got to look after your case.
Yeah.
So you don't just put it together with a cordless screwdriver?
I do.
Do you?
I do, but I've done a few, so you can sort of get a feel for when things are tight without stripping it.
I'll be honest, I definitely don't do that.
No?
No. I'm not talented enough, and I actually find it, like I said, it's all about the feel for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't do these things in a rush. Oh, look at that. There's a proper craftsman there.
I think it makes it easier when it has to come out.
Whoever gets this kit is going to love it.
Yeah.
They're going to go, when they go and rebuild their ball diff. So 4 screws and it plops out the back. Is that what I'm seeing?
Pretty much.
So you can adjust it, like, okay.
It's not hard to, like, so obviously you just 4 screws, that comes off, that comes out. Easy. It is, okay, it's not as easy as some of the ones you can get externally.
Yeah.
But 4 screws,
that's not too bad,
not
is
the
it?
end of the world, no. So the next step is they're putting the motor in it.
Motor?
Yeah. Now we've got some sort of a lubricant, Brett, like an oil, like a.
Is this a motor lube? Is it?
Yeah.
That is my 540. We're not going to run this one in. The old kits wouldn't have come with motors nor speed controllers. They were competition kits, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. Yep. And I'm 99% certain that these screws on the old kit, on the Evolution kit, not the Evo, were titanium.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you go.
So they give you, to me, they give you this little washer.
And you know what that's for?
The dirt from getting into the gearbox.
Very good. You have built these before.
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah. I've got a collection of these at home too.
I bet you have. Probably about 38 of them, I'd say. No?
Yeah, one or two.
You'd probably got them all vintage, no? You'd know that this is a repro one, wouldn't you?
No, I don't know.
This would be a 2020. Oh,
So I guarantee you there'd be somebody somewhere
Catalog
would be able to look at that and say, "Oh yeah, that's not a genuine one because a genuine." Yeah. Let's not go down that path. Okay, we're looking for this guy.
Motor mount and the pinion guide.
Yes. So
I love that they don't give you a measurement. They give you a little tool to adjust
how good is
your. Where's the grub screw? I might get the grub screw when this one happening for you there, young Lewis. Do you want me to Loctite this bad boy on?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah? Do you know the main reason that you want to Loctite these?
Because once they come out, they go through the gears.
Well, not only that, is because you've got an alloy. It's a pretty cheesy, if I can, pinion gear. So you can't actually get a lot of torque on it.
And another thing, Tamiya never used 48 pitch on this model. It was 0.6 module, I'm pretty sure.
Module 0.6.
Yeah, some weird
Oh,
pitch.
look at this. What am I doing here? This is all awkward. I'm making a dog's breakfast of this. Look at this little gauge, folks. Got to get the flat. Got my little tool here. Yeah?
Yep.
Got this 9 steps little bit Allen drive. It's pretty good,
Yeah,
huh?
it's not bad. Happy with that? Look at
Look
that.
how far it sits out.
You want to put a battery to that and make sure it works?
No.
No? Okay. You trust Tamiya.
When
Trust Tamiya.
when has a Mabuchi ever failed you?
That's fair.
That looks like-
That's a fair comment.
Look at it straight from
Yeah,
straight from my frog. Idler's got something like that in it.
Yeah. Can you read what it says that last line down here?
No. What does it say?
She ain't made in Japan.
No, it's made in China. That's alright. Nothing wrong with that, mate.
No.
Oh, she sounds tight. She sounds good. It's going to be a 5 reader.
You
No,
reckon?
and I'm actually glad that they sort of put these in because it's easy to screw an 8.5 in it and destroying the car in the first battery.
Yeah. Perfect.
No?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
honestly.
Here's the next tip. So I don't even have to look at this because I remember. All right.
Tips from Sola.
Yeah. Tips from Sola. So
Speed
this
secret.
actual motor.
Can I zoom right in? Let's get,
Yeah, you can zoom in.
let's get right in tight.
Get in.
Tight like a tiger.
Yeah. So this guy's got like a little pointer.
Yeah.
See down the bottom here?
Yeah.
There's like a pointer. That always goes to the bottom when you use the standard gears. So whatever you decide to use, that has to go into the bottom. So
Yep.
I'll just show you a picture of it.
Yep.
You see the little pointer down here to the bottom? Because then what that does, if you look at the actual face of that, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on the camera, but it's actually got the pinion numbers on it.
Yep.
So depending on the pinion that you put on this is the position that you need to mount the
Your
motor
motor.
into. Yeah.
So you don't actually have to do your
gear mesh. No,
per
it's
se.
done for you if you do it right.
So in this one here, we're going to number 21.
Number 21.
And that's because we put a 21 tooth pinion in it, as described in the kit.
Yeah. So they're using
Now you need a 3 by 6.
3x6. Again, let's do the test. It's pretty bloody similar to me. Hey?
Hey.
Okay, 21.
21. To be 21 again, Lewis. Probably 21 when you raced the top force.
No, I was older than that.
Were you?
Yeah. Let me think.
You looked 21 though, didn't you?
No, I probably looked a bit older. Top force 92, 26.
Don't give it away. Gone quiet.
Right. Can you just check that is on the 21? I'm pretty sure it is.
That, my friend, is on 21. Definitely on 21. Now we're going to put this in, the motor screws, and pointing down. You said the locator.
Locator's down.
So what if it's pointing up? It won't go together?
It'll still go in, but it won't mesh.
Ah, right.
Because this is like an offset cam.
Yep. Eccentric.
Eccentric.
A bit like you.
I'm going to be able to see that. But yeah, it's on an eccentric.
Do you know what I'm going to do? Look at this. I can go macro. Look at this. Boss. Oh, you like that?
Yeah, you can actually just see it there that it's slightly offset.
21. You can see it's offset, and that's going to give us the right
mesh.
So they give us the right tools to get the right mesh.
Yep. Straight in.
I'm in a mesh.
Okay. What are we securing that in with?
3x10s.
Yep.
And we should have some washers. Wash up. Do you want me to measure some screws for you?
No, because I can. All those are all in 3x10.
Are they?
Yeah. Okay, same deal here.
Little bit of. Now you don't have to be too. You don't have to be too tight with the lube, mate. I've got a whole tub of this bad boy over there.
Ceramic.
Yeah, well, lithium. What's your favourite grease?
I like the ceramic grease.
I like John
lithium
Travolta.
grease. Yeah. Oh. There's only one.
That's right.
There wasn't a grease too, was there?
Well, there probably was, but it's no John.
Alright.
Oh,
Look at that.
doesn't mesh. It's a bit far.
Yes, but
What?
next step.
Next step. What step are we up to? Look at this, we are hoeing into it. Step number 6. Gotta get some spurs in it. Parts trees. Now, have Tamiya undergated the gears somewhat. They haven't put the sprues onto the teeth of the pinion, have it? No, they haven't. Which is really good. So you want to be really careful when you're cutting these to make sure that there's no burrs or dags left on it. And that's a technical term.
Dags.
Dags. Because what you'll be left with is a noisy box.
Here's another tip that I learnt over the years of building cars. You never throw anything out until you're finished. Because you may find one day that, oh, there's some missing, and then it's tucked inside a plastic bag somewhere or somewhere we don't expect it to be. So just find a common bag and just stick it all inside until you're done.
Because it's always towards the end, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
It gets a bit stressful. It gets a bit emotional, tired, emotional.
Yeah. Alright, so this one also is something I don't need to look at because my memory serves me. That pushes into the back of this, like so.
Get it on camera, mate. Let's see what people are.
Yep.
Make sure that
This
people
bearing goes in here.
got some gears.
Shaft through.
Oh,
Smaller bearing on this
are
side.
these caps? These are.
Oh, look at it. They're actually hollow. That's pretty cool.
That is
So
the speed secret.
Yeah, so the Top Force Evolution had hollow shafts. The Evo, the normal Top Force was solid. Not that it really matters, but
You probably had carbon in yours.
no, Just,
No?
Yeah, just hollow ones. Right. So I need 2 of those little caps.
These are very, I keep going back because I built one recently, these are very frog, you know?
Yeah.
They have those in the
frog.
How cool is Tamiya?
So they just go like that.
This is only my second ever Tamiya off-roader that I've helped put together. Never before have I put a racing specimen together.
Specimen.
Of the Tamiya stable.
And some more caps here.
I doff my cap to you, sir.
No. Right, so now let's use some of this ceramic grease.
Yeah, good, isn't it? Safe to say that it's a bit hard to put too much, isn't it? This does make a bit of a mess, but I suppose you want to...
Really
What's the main thing to putting grease in there?
Stop the plastic on plastic wear, I guess.
Yeah.
Especially on this one, this is actually aluminium and it's not
coated.
anodized or coated in any way. So
if you don't lube it, it does wear very quick, doesn't it?
This grey sludge goes through the gearbox. And now I wouldn't put any between the pinion and the spur gear, but I will put some on this crown wheel here because this is what actually drives the front.
That's under a lot of load, isn't it?
A little bit.
Do they go very often?
No.
No?
No.
I'm quite surprised.
That's that. And this guy, that's for the front. This is actually the front.
Front box?
Front box, yeah. Yeah, you're going to need one of these.
Is there a needle roll bearing there? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yeah. So here, there's actually 2 bearings. One in the back, one in the front.
Yes.
We need this bag, I think. It's showing. Let's show which bag we need for the Eclipse.
Do we have Eclipse?
Yeah, we have. By one.
Can't Eclipse really upset your day?
I've never had any real problems with them, but some people have a lot of dramas with them. Eclipse and I get on pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favourite thing about them? I love the little snap when they go home. It's like rewarding, isn't
When
it?
they
Just
spring
like,
off. Yeah.
No, you just go, oh, like it's home.
Yeah.
Because you like get a bit of E-clap anxiety and it builds up, and then snap. You're there. They're really nice flat jaw plied. Whoa! Don't lose me finger.
There you go. I just demonstrated it for you.
That did just hit the wall, didn't it?
It hit something.
God, Lewis. Alright guys,
So you're still missing on it.
welcome back. What are we missing?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet? A cap? The caps are up here, buddy. If you're looking for caps, there's one on my head, there's some over there. Say the Eclipse.
Yep.
Be careful.
Yep. Alright, so gearbox cover. So we've got grease on all the gears.
Yep. So that's the rear box done. Is that what you're trying to say?
Pretty much. And these would be M3 by 10.
M3 by 10. Okay? 3 of them. Bit more spooge.
Yep.
Now it's only just like a little bit of piano wire. Did that ever give grief on the race cars?
Never.
If anything, it probably gave a little bit of give, no?
Not really. Like this kit actually, the piano wire is actually thicker than the ones on the standard Top Force.
Okay.
Maybe because I thought it needed to be a bit thicker to handle a bit more power, but yeah, actually quite good. I can't recall of any real issues with them.
Mishaps with the prop shaft. They're not like anodized blue or anything trendy.
No, that's the stuff you can get now, right?
Yeah. But even like, I think we're missing a bearing from there.
It should be. Yeah, I fucked up.
Happens. Where does the needle race go?
Yeah, so that's the one that goes here. So that one is a big one, and then there's a little one.
Ah. So what are we missing from there?
The big one.
Big one?
Yeah. So literally all that, the whole rigmarole of us losing the circlet backwards,
Yeah.
you can pretty much cut that out.
Yeah.
Because this...
Put the wrong bearing there.
Yeah. Now, there you go. You can take care of that one and that one. Get underneath it. Oh, Jesus.
What? This one?
Yeah, so that should be this guy.
This one?
Yeah.
11x5.
Yeah, so they're way better than... They go straight on. Beautiful.
This one. Yeah, put it here.
And that's the two, these are the two that I was missing that I thought... They go like that. That's for the front.
Put the box on. Alright, so the gearbox case is going back together now. Safe to say.
Yep.
And then our next step is looks like a rear shock tower. So we built a shock tower and 2 turnbuckles. If I'm not mistaken.
Full assembled rear gearbox top forks.
Pretty straightforward, huh?
4
and
screws.
It's nice and modular.
Yep, 2 there. 2 there. You just pull it off the car.
How cool is that? Like for 30-year-old engineering.
They did have some great ideas with it.
Even then it was probably engineered like, what, 5 years before they actually put it into production, no?
Yeah, yeah.
In other cars, manta rays and that sort of stuff, no?
Yep.
And the quick access diff out the rear, that's something that we've only sort of come to realise on the current generation cars.
Yep.
With our tuning our oil-filled diffs. Quick release diff out the rear. Yeah, really cool. Fire breathing 540. How about we do one more step?
Yep.
And then we call it close to this episode.
The rear shock tower and turnbuckles.
Alright, so it's saying B. Here we go, mate, look at this. You know what B stands for? Bob.
Brett.
No, not even close. Oh, look at that bespoke carbon fibre. By today's standards, and it's the only thing that I can compare it to, it's a little bit on the thin side, I'll be honest.
Very thin compared to the stuff we run today, yeah.
Because we're using like 4 or 5 mil thick stuff because we're used to crushing
This is like
from a big triple.
2.5, I reckon. 2 maybe.
Crushing from a big, throwing the car out of the air from 3 metres in the air, aren't we? Travelling at 60 kilometres an hour onto a hard packed track. A lot different than the jumps back then.
Yeah.
CVs, were they a thing back then?
Nope.
Really?
No, these had just normal drive shafts. Not dog bones.
Not
drive shafts with a
universal.
Constant velocity, yeah. Pretty cool.
Very cool. Alright. What have we got? Where is... I've got some hinge pins.
Yep.
Where is the turnbuckle?
In there.
Where?
Here.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go to Turnbuckle Town. Population 1,
2.
2. Look out for those eclipses, mate. They'll get you every time.
Titanium turnbuckles too.
Are they?
Yeah, I feel like it.
Oh, I don't know. Alright. I'm not saying they are or they aren't. I'm just saying they're not. Here you go, mate. I'll cut these.
Once upon a time they were.
Have you seen the new generation cars now? 3.5 mil turnbuckles. That's pretty hectic.
They need to be like that.
With the amount of traction and stuff that we're putting through the cars now. Put a little bit of lube on these.
Yep.
That's right, just use up all the ball diff lube. Now we've got a front way and a back way, haven't we?
Yeah.
The long side seems to be reverse thread. No such thing as reverse thread, is there? We'll call it left hand thread.
Because I think it's a reverse kanger.
Or the wombat. Hey? Hey? Or the top loader.
Top loader. Top loader's, yeah, that's a special one.
Huh? They used to make
That's the one for hotels that don't want to give you a discount after being there for 5 days.
the tropo zone. How about you sharpen the pencil? I got a
That's an episode on its own.
I know, right? Silicon spray. It's other use.
Yeah.
How cool. This day and age, we've got Airbnbs, huh? Things have changed a bit.
A little bit different.
I've got a road trip coming up soon. I'm pretty pumped about it, actually. Going up to Bendigo for a few days. 2-nighter. Gonna be good. Alright, turnbuckles. Now, do they give us a measurement? They do 28 mil.
Yeah.
That'll be scale.
Yeah.
If I'm not
It will
mistaken.
be scale.
If I'm not mistaken. Oh, who did
I'll
that
tell
one?
you what.
Who did that one? Jeez. No, you didn't. Don't tell me. No. Close, no cigar in this one. It's not bad. I gotta remember which ways.
The long side is reverse thread.
That's right. I just want to try and keep it even. Even Stevens. Now it's not going to dictate the setup of the car, but it's a good starting point, isn't it?
Yeah. Always symmetric. Try to make them both the same. So
Boom.
that's something I always sort of try to do. Like you make sure that your distance is, you know, between your thread and you got the same amount of thread going in on each one.
Yeah. Just little bits and pieces.
Stupid things, right? Let's go over the page because we've got some missing hardware here. So
Missing
we
hardware?
need bag B.
This one?
Is that it? That's it.
And
Is
then
that a grub screw? See what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how easy it is to...
Misplaced something.
Yeah, so get back in there with the rest of your mates.
You filthy little animal. What do you like most about grub screws?
I don't.
No? They've caused a bit of angst over the years, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
They're good when they're new.
It's been a while since I've lost a pinion or stripped one.
Yeah. Oh,
But
the
it does
tools are a lot
happen.
nicer now too.
Aren't they? Oh my lord, the tools now compared to the stuff that we used to use. Well, the availability. Now I can see that we've got a couple of roll center adjustments on this. And they're going for long links.
We're going for factory, so top inside they're saying.
Top inside, long links. So we need a 3x6.
Yeah.
Little ones.
This guy.
Here you go, Lewis. Oh, and then we've got an Allen key in there. In the ball. It's got an Allen key in the end of it, doesn't it? What size is that? 2 mil or 1.5? 2 at least.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going old school.
Yeah.
Going old school.
Sometimes not a bad thing. We're going to put a little bit of thread lock on this.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? How Fred always gets a bad rap.
Thread lock?
Fred.
Thread lock. The blue stuff, you can usually get it off fairly simple if you don't go crazy with it.
Red stuff can get a bit
The
hectic.
red stuff could be a different story. This is why you need an Allen key, right? So it makes it easy. You can actually done.
And I'm happy that we've gone with that because that's going to probably be the most sturdiest option,
Yeah.
isn't it? If nothing else, we're thinking a bit of the long-term game plan. Because if you mount it on the outside line, it looks a little bit fragile. Only after what we used to be seeing. So that is step 8. And that is page 6. Lewis is finishing that off, and I think we'll call that a quit on this episode.
Yep.
This is episode 1 of our Top Force Lewis Sola Edition. And I'm Brett from Hearns.
And I'm Lewis Sola.
I'm Lewis Sola. Thanks. Cheer up, mate. Jesus. Thanks for watching episode 1
Thanks,
of
guys.
the Top Force build.
The next one won't be as boring.